3 different exercises to activate your glutes before you start your actual workout. Your glute muscles are super strong and powerful, or they have the potential to be, but if they're not being used, then you're probably most likely using your lower back and your quads instead. So our bodies like to use the path of least resistance, and those are easier to activate than your glutes. So you've really got to use your brain to connect to your glute muscle, and sometimes it's hard to make it work. You should be able to, but it's going to take some serious brain power to get them to work regularly. So I'm going to show you, actually I'm going to show you 4 things that you can do to try to get your glutes on. So first thing is, if you have a band, you can either use a band like this, you can use one with handles, or you can use just one of these long, flat ones. Same thing, either way. But what we're going to do is put it underneath your feet. Make sure there's plenty of space in between your feet. What we're going to do is get down in a little bit of a mini squat and do these little side steps, side to side. So this is actually working more your hips, but it's also your glutes too, and it's a super, super important exercise for strengthening your hips, just for knee and back health in general. So I usually do about 20 of these, sometimes 30, and just depending on the band you're using, you can also do these little balance, they're called abductions, where you're moving your leg away from your body. So you're really anchored down through this leg. My glute is on. There's a big heel to glute connection, so when your heel is anchored down, your glute can work better, as opposed to kind of being on your toes, which puts everything directly into your knees. So you can do these little balance abductions like this too, if your band allows for it. If your band is too tight, it might be too hard to do it with proper form. So this is one of them. The other and probably most popular way to do this is a glute bridge. And I almost always use an elevated surface because it gives you a little bit bigger range of motion. So you can use your little step thing, shove it against a wall, and then lay on the floor, and heels on the edge of it, like you're pushing from your heels. Huge heel glute connection, push from your heels. Think about rolling up through your pelvis so you're not arching up through your spine. You're gonna roll up, and glutes should be on. So I usually do about 15 of these. Really important that when you come up, you don't push yourself up and get it into your lower back. You want to keep your pelvis tipped under, like a scared dog, kind of like you're tucking your tail. So your spine lands on the floor flat and not with an arch under here. So you're going to roll up and back down. All right, another one is called a hip thrust, and it's basically this one, but just backwards. So what it is, I don't know if you're going to be able to use your box or your step for this one, but you can use a chair or something else, or a couch, or your bed, or something, if your step is not high enough. If your step is high enough, then you can use it. You're going to kind of hinge your shoulder blades over the edge of whatever it is, or if you're on a couch, it's not going to actually hook onto the edge, but you want to be kind of right on your shoulder blades, and we're going to push up through your heels again and squeeze your glutes. And then this whole part moves as one, so you're not doing this. I don't want your spine to be bending. You want to kind of pivot over the edge of whatever it is and push up and squeeze your glutes. If you have a band that goes around your legs, you can use it for both these exercises, and that will help your glutes activate even more. So again, pushing from your heels, about 15 of these, like that. And the last one is, maybe you're doing this already, but I really love these for like functional glute activation, is to use your step, plant your foot, and you're going to drive up through your heel and squeeze your glute muscle right here. And I would just leave your foot on the box or on the step and just keep it there and pull up from your heel, and then have your glute lock out at the top. So you just keep going on the one side. Usually do about 10 of these on each side. Like that. So that's it for the glutes for today. I'll be in touch with you and let me know kind of how they work and what you think. And if you you can actually feel your glutes working. If not, we can kind of work a little bit more. But